Welcome to the Joy Buzzer.
Could it be? Could it be? It is out of here! Fire! I mean, listen, we're talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We're talking about practice.
At the 20, at the 15, 10-5, touchdown!
My brain just sparkled.
And now for our feature presentation.
Give me a hell yeah!
Wow, we're really standing up this week.
Woo! I'm tired. Welcome to the Joy Buzzer, live on YouTube and Stitcher and
iTunes, not live.
iTunes and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. We're taking over the goddamn world. Nikki Cole is here.
I am, but we're not live on iTunes or Stitcher.
Shut up.
That's pretty. All right.
And the one with the nice teeth, Rob C. the Instigator.
Oh, yeah. And you know who I owe these great smiles
The great
to?
shoppers too.
No, these great choppers to? My friends, the crew at American Dental Associates. I told them I'd give them a big shout out. I went and had a nice cleaning today, and my pearly whites feel spectacular. So thank you very much to, again, the crew down at American Dental Associates. If you're in Northeast Philly and you need a good dentist, they're on Ron Street there. You can give them a call at 215-331-1330. That's just me. I want to give them a big plug. Magda, Margie, the girls down there, thanks for the s'mores. And let's get this show. Now that we've got off to a nice, choppy, clean start.
S'mores? You want s'mores?
Ooh, yeah. It was National S'mores Day today.
So he gets his teeth cleaned and gets a s'more.
And then they give us see, this is why
they're the best.
This is why American
Fantastic.
Dental is spectacular. They need you to keep coming back, so they clean your teeth and then they give you s'mores.
S'mores. That's like
s'more.
They're evil geniuses.
that's
I
like
tell
Planet
ya.
Fitness to have free pizza at Bagel Day. It's like, come back here, but get free pizza.
Oh, that Margie is an evil genius. Love you guys.
We appreciate you giving him a nice bright smile to look at today.
That's it.
He looks
Look at it right there.
fantastic.
Camera 2. They got a character out.
He is such a handsome son of a bitch. All right, I am the commish. This is the Joy Buzzer. Now that we got our teeth out of the way. And I know I already said, Nick, but where do they find us?
Oh, they find us on iTunes and Stitcher if you want to listen to us again. Or you can go back and rewatch the live YouTube going on right now. You know, for the fun of it. Or in case you want to call us out on something we were wrong, which we don't do here.
Right.
Because we fact check.
Speaking of calls, what is the phone number here, Instigator?
Well, Commish, if you want to join us tonight
How about that
on
segue,
YouTube
huh?
Live, call us up at 856-330-4749. Again, that's 856-330-4749. Give us a call. Let us know what you feel, what you're feeling about these Phils, about these Eagles.
I just hope I remember to answer the phone.
Right.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
Can you see the blinking light with all that?
I can. I moved the laptop down. I can see.
Okay.
Excellent.
So if you got questions, comments, concerns,
Yeah.
give us a ringy dingy.
And speaking of ringing the bell, how about those Phillies?
Oh.
Ooh.
It's segue time here on the
Segue
Joy
time.
Buzzer.
Friday.
That deserves a ding. I wish.
Oh,
no, not
boy.
yet.
It would have been a
Not
thing
yet.
if someone was ready for it.
Oh, yeah.
Would have been nice if I started the timer too, but hey, we're off to a good start this week.
Exactly.
And my man, Mr. Peterson's on. Hello, sir.
That's right. It's
How's it
Mr.
going?
Peterson. Give us a call there, Dave.
Thanks for listening,
Dave, you're a good dude, Dave.
I
You
mean,
never miss a show.
Mr. Peterson.
Mr. Peterson.
Mr.
Right.
Peterson.
That's why I said Mr. Peterson. That you said Dave. All right, so we're talking the Phillies, the fighting Phils. And before we get started,
The first place fighting Phils.
they made a
Are we
move
starting?
today.
They did.
They made a move today.
Went after a first baseman.
They acquired Justin Moore, big old country kid, plays for Miami. He's a big boy.
That's it.
He has, 19 home runs, and I think like 16 were against the Phillies alone this
Yeah,
year.
Are
probably.
we thinking? Yeah, so
He's
he won't
an-
hit anything.
He's like Strudel there. He's a Philly killer that they pick up so that he doesn't kill him down the stretch.
Yes.
I mean, whatever you got to do to help. I mean, you think they're actually going to use him as a first baseman?
They have to.
Or is
Where else
he a
they gonna
bat
go?
off the bench? What do you mean?
Both.
Where else he's going to go?
I'm thinking-
Don't we have Reese?
I'm thinking that they may platoon him because honestly, as Santana's gone, he's been serviceable, but he's hitting 217, and I think they want a more consistent bat, left-handed power bat. So I think you're going to see Bohr and Santana platoon for the rest of the year.
I mean, I think Santana's been playing a lot better than the start of the season, so I think that was just a matter of time. But I don't. Would you touch him right now? I don't want to see him go completely cold.
Who's Santana?
Yeah.
He's hitting 217. He's cold.
He's cold.
Ah.
He's as cold as ice,
Willing to
and we're willing to sacrifice.
I mean, at least Bohr's hitting a respectable. I think it's like 260.
Something like that. Yeah.
Like I said, 19 dingers, 58 ribbies. So I mean, he puts the bat on the ball, puts the ball in play. Santana's walked a ton, which we know. So his on-base percentage is probably pretty good. But he's not driving in the runs. He's not hitting home runs.
And again, this lineup is right-handed heavy.
Yeah.
Our chat on Facebook's liking it. They said good pickup.
Yeah.
It is.
He's
I
not
mean,
a bad
it's something.
pickup. I
And
got no problem with it.
here's another thing.
I'm not a
As long as
Santana
it's not,
guy,
as
so-
long as it's not hurting the team.
Right.
That's all I care
well,
about.
well, here's another thing. If this season it keeps going down to the wire and it's us and the Braves, apparently he kills the Braves more than he kills the Phillies. He's batting like 317 against the
Good.
Braves.
Well, we play like the entire month of September against the Braves?
Well, NL East. Couldn't spit that out there. We play a lot against the National League East.
A lot of weapons.
Google.
Another weapon.
What's a whacket?
But no. Poor Bohr is a good pickup. I
That's
kind of
as
like
long as they're adding pluses here and they're not
But,
getting rid of key players to bring in other guys that are mediocre.
Exactly, and like hindsight, it's like it makes you want to think about like the beginning of the season. It's like the whole pick up Santana and paying him, a
60 million.
60
lot of
million,
money.
a good chunk of money there, and now you're picking
Would
up
you-
another first baseman.
Would you say that it's worth it, the money, or no?
No,
All right,
not at all. Not at all.
He took so
Although,
long
you know
to
what?
start doing anything.
The one thing
That's
he
my
did
issue.
do that you got to give him credit for, he helped pull Maikel Franco's head out of his own ass. 'Cause Franco's
Yeah.
playing pretty well this year, and a lot of that has to do with Santana.
Franco's been, the main point of this team right now.
yeah.
He's
But
a
You
I
gotta
think
remember,
reason.
he's a true knucklehead from way back, and Santana.
Oh, Franco,
took him
yeah,
aside.
absolutely.
And Santana took him
well,
aside
I think
today.
the biggest turnaround for Franco was the fact that he was involved in all those trade talks because of the whole Manny Machado thing.
So a little
And I think
fire.
it really it got into his head thinking, oh, you know what? I have to be better if they don't want to keep me around. So
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that Machado thing made it a little hurt the team a little bit. If Machado didn't come up doing exactly what Frank, when all that was going on, 2 weeks ago now, he was the main guy in this team that was getting the ball done. His defense was incredible, and it was just I didn't want to see him go and see the team suffer for 2-3 weeks to get Machado in there and going.
Tough call.
right.
Yeah,
Tough
it's
call.
something
You
you're never
don't
going to
know.
be.
You're right, you don't know.
That was that.
You never
Franco
know.
was the hot guy on the team.
I truly believe that Machado is a much more talented ball player than Franco is. That's me believing that he's more talented.
Oh, I
Whether that's
believe
true or not,
that too. Yeah, Machado's definitely a better ball player, but at the time, Franco was the hottest guy on the team, and he was getting the job done. I was afraid of seeing him go, and we completely lose all that momentum.
Possible.
Yeah.
Very possible.
You never know.
Yep.
And you never know what a good pickup you have until he actually gets in the team. With Asdrubal, it's like you didn't know what you were going to get in that first week.
Right.
He wasn't really that good, so you're wondering, what did we pick him up for?
Yeah.
But then he picked it up. He got infused into the locker room and
Couple game-winning hits.
couple game-winning hits, and I think he's doing fine.
I think he is too.
Honestly, and I think he may be outperforming Machado.
I think so.
So
He does have more home runs than Machado since the trade.
since the trade deadline, yeah,
So I mean that means something.
Strudel.
yeah.
Something else happened
been
this
playing
last
well.
weekend that we didn't actually do in show prep.
Oh,
The
we do show prep here.
The 08 Phillies celebrated their 10th anniversary last weekend.
Sure
yes,
did.
they did.
So
With that great bobblehead.
The whole team,
Yeah, we
team
did talk about
minus
that a
a
little.
couple were in town.
Hey, it was what Cole Hamels
Cole and Chase weren't there,
and
of course.
Chase, obviously.
But everybody else seemed to be there,
Including
Shane Victorino, Ryan Howard, Jimmy
including
Rollins,
the return of
Chooch,
Brad Lidge.
Jason Worth.
Worth.
Who?
You heard us.
Your favorite player, Sean.
He had the same big
Big
Hulk
red
boxing
big red-
glove thing he wore in the parade.
You know the
Oh,
one. That,
you mean Charlie Cancer? I get it. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You really you don't give him any credit of being part of that team to put us where we were.
Of course I do. I'm not an idiot. I just don't like him.
Yeah, he'll only admit it on the air. He won't admit it off the air.
Well, it pushes your buttons, and that's pretty much what I try and do.
I don't have any buttons.
Oh, boy, do you. So, yes, the 08 team was in.
Here we go. Let's start pushing buttons.
And I actually got the chance to meet Shane Victorino last weekend.
Excellent.
Very nice.
Ooh,
nice
special
person.
you.
Oh, very nice.
Where'd you
Very
meet
nice.
him at?
I met him at
Did
work.
you ask him for $350?
I actually asked him to do a little bumper for our show, and he kind of
And he laughed.
walked away.
He laughed at us.
He did. He
You laughed at us, Shane. You know you listen.
did.
Maybe not trash us on the air on our
Yeah.
own show, Sean. That'd be
Or
great.
crash his teammate. Let's get. I think we got a better shot at Jason
don't-
Worth now.
I don't think he likes Jason Worth either.
Oh God, that'd be great if we could get Jason Worth in
No,
here.
Oh
That'd be
yeah.
amazing.
No,
Jason Worth, if you're listening right now, give us a call 856-330-4749.
yeah, he call him all you want. Don't come in the studio. You and I are gonna throw hands.
Nah, he ain't throwing.
I threw the number back up on the screen in case he's listening. He can call
Hey,
us.
Clacy, yeah, do that number specifically for the Jason
Yes,
Worth line.
that's the Jason Worth line.
Worthless, just worthless. All right, so the
Did you
Phillies.
see him
Go ahead.
before we go? Did you
Go
see
ahead.
him playing like rec league the other day? He just smashed a home run like nothing. Is that even fair for him, for someone like that, to be playing in a rec league? Bunch of just guys go down there on the weekend. He comes up the bat and just destroys it. Got nothing on that.
I got nothing on that. Wow. You know what?
Good talk.
I'm gonna try.
Good thing we're not trying to have a
I'm-
conversation
I'm
here.
gonna try to take the high road when it comes to that piece of shit, Jason Worth.
Whoa, man! I hope that hotline starts burning up now.
I'm watching now. I can't. Let's just watch this for a little bit. I want to see it blink.
And Worthless, if you're still in town, we're in Cherry Hill. Come on over.
What would you
and I will
do?
talk.
What would you do?
What would you do? That's all I need
Besides
to know.
give him your wallet, what would you do?
You know what I do? I give him a pair of friggin' scissors and say, shave that freaking beard.
Has
you piece of
nothing to
shit.
do with it.
Nothing.
Nothing
You're,
to
you're
do
a
with it.
cancer.
You would get a
suck
comb.
balls.
You would get a comb and you would brush it.
Yep.
Like if he was a
Brush his mane.
You
I
would
tell
brush
him-
his
I would
mane.
tell him you better suck,
Down on your knees.
you better suck the Johnson of every person in Washington for handing you that ridiculous contract and getting your ass out of Philly because you'd have been run out. You were done anyway. That's what I would say to him. Loser, piece of shit, hate him.
Hey, you just made it because he's got money.
You got a lot of money.
He got a lot of money now.
That was a $142 million contract, and he went all the way to the end.
He sure did.
Which
I-
is,
you
know
still
what?
can't
Which is
blame him.
actually
You
smart.
can't blame him.
Oh God, no.
No.
Can't blame him.
No, I blame
Somebody-
Washington for being really freaking stupid.
You think?
So the Phillies are now in San Diego for the weekend.
San Diego.
They had a
San
real
Diego.
tough series against Arizona last week.
First place,
What-
Arizona.
which-
First place, Arizona. Very, very good
Good.
ball club,
Very good
Arizona.
Oh, we got a caller. Oh,
Oh,
please
yeah.
let this be Jason.
Oh,
Oh,
let it be Jason
please,
Worth.
please.
Please.
Mr. Peterson, please don't let this be you. I'd rather talk to Worth because I don't want to yell at you.
Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Yeah, this is Jason Worth.
Yes.
Yes. How are you doing, Mr.
What's
Worth?
up, Jason Worth?
Thank you for calling in.
I'm doing well. I hear this Kanish guy, the guy who's wearing crappy clothes, is talking crap about me.
Yes,
I dressed up for the occasion.
he's talking about you.
Talking smack on you, Mr. Worth.
No, I don't appreciate that very much.
Yeah,
I punched my way through to the.
well, we appreciate everything that you've done
That
for
you,
this
that you
city.
did for this organization.
Yeah, that you brought in a championship when the city needed it the
So,
most.
what was better for you, when you sucked in Philly or when you sucked in Washington?
Chase Utley's wife.
I knew you banged her.
Taking a
The
shot.
whole world knows you banged her.
Well, they say it was a rumor, but, we had to keep the team together.
That's right. Who was better, her or Bryce Harper?
You let me know when Bryce Harper comes to Philly.
Ooh. Good rebuttal. Why, are you coming
That's it.
back?
Well, he's got the nicest smile I ever came across.
Well, if you read the latest article on NBC Sports, I talked about how great Philly is and how it's a great sports town to play for, and the possibility of Bryce Harper making an appearance in Philly.
Ah, okay.
That'd be awesome.
Sean would love that.
The article,
right.
did you?
So are you going to give him a pickle tickle or what?
To Bryce or who?
To the commish.
To anybody.
The commish is looking for one.
Yeah, I got enough beers.
You bring those beers in that big red fist, and the commish will be your best friend for the rest of the night.
Make sure you bring the Jerry's Vaseline, too, and then we're good to go.
How did all of a sudden turn into this?
I don't know.
Thank you, Jason Worth is the man for calling in, man.
Yeah, you're quite welcome. Just
And
watch
you
your
know,
mouth
do
next
me a
time,
favor and
and,
shave that freaking beard, you loser.
Hey, let's give Jason Worth the last word here.
Yeah, bring it on home. What do you
Go
got?
ahead. What do you got?
Nothing. I'm just
Can't hit the curveball.
Sitting at Park Casino, looking at my favorite horse races.
Oh, nice.
Penn National's doing great right now.
There you go.
Oh, well, good for you.
Look at that Panchamama.
So you're in
Don't
the,
blow
you're in
all your money in one spot, though.
So you're in the mixer with that loser Dan?
Who's Dan?
Yeah.
The guy you're in the mixer with, sitting there right there watching it with him.
I think he needs to shave his beard, too.
Oh,
I like Dan's beard.
I don't know. Some men can grow beards and some men just can't. The ones that can't are jealous.
I think you're
right.
starting to go through a tunnel there, Jason Worth.
But the main question is, which one of you is giving the reach around?
Well, we know who's a power bottom.
One more time?
Nothing there, PB.
But no, I called in. You guys are talking Phillies. I really wasn't sure what topic to talk about because you guys are all over the place. But
Yep. Welcome to the Joy Buzzer.
Yeah, welcome to the Joy Buzzer.
oh, thank
So-
you, thank
so
you.
how do you-
I was
how do you-
watching me and all four viewers. And,
Why do we got to stay on one topic?
Wow.
And I wanted to know where can I comment on the video. I was trying to look see where I could comment.
There's a chat line you should be able to if you don't
On
turn your
Facebook
phone
Live?
sideways. Yes.
Well, I'm doing it from my mobile device.
Yes.
And, I don't know if I could walk and chew gum.
There should be a live chat there. You can throw up some things. You may have to sign in to your Google account.
You know, Jason.Worth.
I was. I kind of figured. I
yeah.
kind of figured, but okay.
There should be a live chat
Okay.
there. You can chat along with
Excellent.
us. Have some fun with
that'd be
Peterson
excellent.
there in the chat room.
So
I can't wait to
Jason,
talk about the joy.
yeah. So Jason, what do you think about the Justin Bohr acquisition and stuff? What are your opinion?
One more time? I couldn't quite hear you.
The Phillies acquiring Bohr from the Marlins.
What, the first baseman?
Yes, sir.
I think it's a good move. I think they need depth. I mean, I think we all know we want Rhys Hoskins back at first base if possible. But I'm not as down on Carlos Santana as you guys seem to be. I like him.
You do
But
like
I
him.
love saying his name.
You-
Right.
Santana.
You know, the most disappointing thing about Carlos Santana is that when he comes up to the plate, Carlos Santana is not playing
That
when
would
he
be
does
awesome.
when he does the walk up.
That would
You know,
be
a
great.
little
Wait a
smooth.
minute. He walks more than any batter. up
Yeah.
there. I mean,
No, the walk up to the
established a
plate.
He's
reputation
talking about
as
his.
a batter to
He's
come
talking about
up.
his walk-up music.
You know, his walk up music to the plate
His theme
should
song.
be Carlos
Not his
Santana.
walk-up music. Not his walk-up music. When he walks up
Yes.
and he doesn't swing at a pitch,
Yes.
the umpire is not calling a strike. He gets more walks in the league because they trust his eye. He's known to have a great eye.
Yeah.
His on-base percentage is fantastic.
That's it.
I feel like baseball today doesn't look at batting average anymore. They're looking on on-base percentage, doing that Billy Bean type crap, where how many times can we get these guys on base? And Carlos Santana is tops for that. Now, his fielding as a first baseman,
Yeah, it's
Average.
average. I would say
Average is
average. Yeah. He's there to get on
But other than
base,
that-
and he gets on base.
he gets on base, and that's what's important. And that's all you need to do. I don't care if you're hitting a home run, a triple, a double. Get on base.
Yep.
Once you get on base, you have the position to score runs.
That's what baseball is looking for. They want more runs a game. They want more entertaining. So if you got a guy that's known for walking, they're going to give it to him.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great insight from Jason Worth,
Yeah.
folks.
I still hate you.
I'll be coming to Parks next time you guys start up the racing, and we'll see what you have to say.
That'd be great. We'll
You
make
bring
sure we're
that-
there live.
Yeah, you bring that big red fist, and come down and see the commish.
That's right.
Hey, Holby grabbing his ankles, waiting for you.
But I got to tell you, I like my chances.
Oh,
Do you? Do you? Well,
Very much so.
and we'll really give you that promo for your show.
That
That's it.
Shane stiffed us on?
We'll give you more than a stiff.
I tried.
hey.
Ooh,
Hey.
kaboom!
We're back to the fist again.
Pachow.
Pachow.
That's the new word.
Real quick, though, Mr. Peterson put on here, moving moment when Chooch touched Halliday's plaque. 100% agree with that. Shed a tear. Honest to God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Shed a tear.
That was tough.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That was-
very, very sad moment for I think everyone.
Yep.
For MLB as a whole.
But is it wrong?
Oh, don't do it. I
that
know where you're
I want
going.
to nail his wife
Yep, there it
so
is.
bad.
There.
The body's not even cold. The body's not even cold yet, brother.
Is that wrong? Did I overstep?
Wait, you talking about Holiday?
Yes.
Listen, I'm Jason Worth. I'll nail everyone.
He comes to Philly, Pat Burles of shame.
Great answer.
Listen, they don't call Pat the Bat for nothing.
Great answer.
Me and him went to Paris a few times. If you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
How tall was she?
Doesn't matter.
It's called the Eiffel Tower tall.
Oh, goodness.
Outstanding.
Well,
We're going to let you go because I'm done talking to you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Jason Worth, thank you very much for calling in.
In the house. That's World Series.
By the
shit.
way, you have an open invite. Anytime you want to come in or call, you go right ahead.
Well, thank you. You know, I'll probably call 97.5 the Fanatic more than I'll probably call the Drake. But
Oh.
thank you.
That's for Jason Worth. World Series champion, Jason Worth.
Well, we appreciate the phone call there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, dude.
Thank you for having me.
Later.
Thank you.
Oh, that was
right.
fun. That was a
Cool.
good time.
Jason Worth calling in. Look
Jason
at that.
Worth,
We got it.
Love it.
I told you he was going to call. I
So,
knew it.
As I was saying,
Before you were nicely
before I was
interrupted.
brutally interrupted, the
By
Phillies
Jason
had a
Worth.
tough series against Arizona. The first place Arizona
But
beat
which-
Diamondbacks.
Which shouldn't have been a tough outing.
Well-
We should have won that series.
We should have won. We
should've
should have
won
won the
game
first
one.
game.
It was the same
we
thing
actually
as-
should have won.
Same thing as what? Boston?
As the Boston.
Same
right.
thing. We should have won that series.
Yeah, but you know what? I like the bounce back on game 2. I mean, they went 14 tough innings and lost, and then came back game 2 and kicked their ass.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So I like that.
With Arrieta again.
Right.
Came back and
Quality
kicked their ass,
performance.
but then game 3, they forgot to show up.
Wow, Vinny Vila wasn't on his game.
A 5-inning Velasquez turned into 4-inning Velasquez.
He reverted back because he had 4 or 5 quality
Very
starts.
good starts. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he was. I don't want to say he was due for a bad start, but he was due.
Yep.
It was going to happen eventually.
So now this weekend we have Eflin, then Nola, then Arrieta. So I think we're going to sweep them. I see a sweep, and if that
In
happens,
San Diego?
Yep. And if we go 4-2, that's a successful road trip.
Absolutely.
Very successful.
What's San Diego? Are they good, bad?
Ah, they're bad.
Mediocre?
They're San Diego.
They're middle of the road.
Yeah.
They're
'Cause you were
middle
saying
of the
that you
road.
were saying this was going to be a really tough.
It is,
away.
because it's
Because
anytime
Arizona?
You go, well,
Because
no, anytime
Arizona.
you go west, it's tough.
It is.
Anytime.
Oh, it's a massive time difference.
Anytime you go west, it's tough.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, the other night, in fact, San Diego laid a whooping on Milwaukee, and Milwaukee's a really good team. And San Diego, I think, took 2 or 3 and kicked their ass.
They're arse.
So
Well,
I mean,
it's
they
that-
can play ball.
It's that time of the year, though. They're bringing up everybody on the farm, and
Right.
everybody's all happy to be in the majors and all loosey goosey, and
And and of course they have everybody's favorite ball player. Well, your guys' favorite ball player, Freddie Galvin.
Freddie. That's right, our
Why-
former
what do you
power
mean by that?
hitter.
He's
I
a
hate
power
him.
hitter, man.
He sucked.
You got to give him credit where credit's
He
due.
sucked balls.
I wouldn't say.
said.
I went Benoit.
balls. No, not a.
God, I
Freddie
love the
Galvin fan.
maturity of our show.
So yeah, I see a sweep. We're starting 10:30 tonight. I think it's Eflin going tonight, who's been
Hey, games get earlier. 10:10 is tonight.
that's tonight.
Then it's 8:40 and then 3:40.
Right. Well, Sunday's the getaway day, so
Yeah.
it's early. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's Eflin who's been struggling, so he needs a good outing,
Yeah, a little bit.
and
Yeah.
I think he's going to get it tonight.
He should.
Hopefully
if it's not oh, go ahead. My apologies.
No, I'm sorry.
No,
Nick.
no.
Raise your hand.
Go ahead.
Here you
Go ahead.
I'm good.
Yes.
Okay, you're on.
Go ahead. I forget I was going to say now anyway.
Me too. Well, hopefully the offense gets more consistent. Gets consistent. They've been they're either hot or they're cold, and it's driving me insane.
And I remember what I was going to say. I was going to go the opposite way with San Diego's offense. If they're not hitting a lot, hitting great, Eflin should get a nice bounce back.
Mm-hmm. Well, the ballpark that San Diego plays in is pretty big.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's not a lot of home runs.
Hopefully the long ball doesn't hurt them.
Right. Well, yeah, they'll have to play small ball, and I'm not sure they're very good at it, and hopefully they get good this weekend.
I think they're all right at it. We gripe about this team. This team is in first place.
Yes, they're not a bad team.
They're in first place in August.
You got to pick what to talk about. I mean, obviously they're in first place, but they're not playing great.
Right.
They've been having on and off. We've been hot, cold, back and forth for a little while now.
They're doing something right, though.
They are doing something right, or Atlanta's just not taking advantage of it.
Well, Atlanta's had a tough schedule, and I'm glad you brought that up.
You know what? Yeah.
Because Nick Swisher works for Fox Sports, whatever.
FS1.
FS1, and by no means do I like this guy. In fact, the only thing I like about Nick Swisher is his wife.
Again?
You know who his wife is?
No. Mrs. Swisher?
Yes, you do.
Mrs. Swisher.
You know exactly who she is, and I'll tell you who she is. Remember the show Reba?
Yes.
Okay, the daughter, Cheyenne, the blonde?
Yeah.
That's her.
Oh, lucky bastard.
Yeah, right? That's the only thing I like about him is his wife.
I don't think I like him, man. Yeah.
See?
I'm just pulling up pictures of him now.
I'm not a fan of him anymore.
Pull up Joanna Garcia.
Joanna
Swisher.
Garcia. There she is.
So like you were saying.
So.
Tasty. Oh, there's a picture of them together. Oh, that sucks.
Doesn't that make you puke?
Oh, that sucks.
Look, he looks like a fucking troll standing next to her. Jeez. What the hell?
Let him get his thought out before we lose it.
But the jerk off came out and said that he thinks the Phillies are going to win the division. He brought up 3 points.
Why
three
they're
valid
going to
points. Number one, the Phillies have way more home games than they do away games.
Yeah, over half of the rating season is at home.
And they have one of the top, I think the top 5 home records in baseball. They play very, very, very well at home. And Atlanta plays a lot of their games on the road, and they don't play well on the road at all. That was the number one thing. Number two, what was the other number two? Let me think. Give me a second there.
Looking for it now.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
What Swisher said. The schedule. The Eagles. The Phillies have
the Braves,
the easiest schedule. And
Braves
the Braves
have a much harder.
Right, their schedule is difficult.
Yeah, they got like the 4th most difficult schedule coming down the stretch.
But the third thing he said, which really put a charge on me, he said this is the year of Philly. It's the year of, everybody's winning in Philly. You got the Eagles won. Villanova won.
The Union are in the final.
Sixers went farther than anybody thought they would. The Flyers even made the playoffs.
He didn't mention the Flyers, but yet they were where they shouldn't have been either.
We'll talk about that later.
Screw you.
We got nothing nice to say about the Flyers. And
the
one team you said, who gives a fuck?
Screw you. That's for later.
So Swisher said it's the year of Philly. So why the hell not? Why can't the Phillies win a division this year?
Well, they could.
Right?
It'd be a lot of fun.
I'm not arguing. We've been saying this for a little while. It's Philly's time to rise. I mean, we could take over 5 major sports right now, and
rise up,
and nobody can mess with us.
Is Gabe Kapler the new Doug Peterson?
I think you need to answer that.
Is he the new Brett Brown?
You're not a fan of Peterson, but what he did was amazing. And a 1-year turnaround.
And I'll be honest,
it was incredible.
I was calling for Kapler's head at the beginning of the season.
We all were.
I'm glad to admit I may have been wrong.
When he put on those mirrored aviator
glasses,
he was my hero.
And when the coconut butter came out, I was like, there's a man that just knows.
Right. He's in touch with his feminine side.
That's it, man.
He's in touch with something.
Smells beautiful.
I may have been wrong about him. I'm not saying I am. I said I may have.
I mean, it's the whole analytics, using your head that.
Right. I still don't think he has a gut.
But he had to back off of. It was the beginning of the year. It was 100% analytics. That was it. And you could tell that was going to destroy this team.
I think his bench coaches helped him out with the gut stuff.
Sure he did.
Somebody
they
had to. Yeah.
Right.
Because you're not going to win many games. You're not going to win all your games on analytics. It's just not going to happen. You've got to have a gut instinct there.
There is a feel for the game.
Right. So yeah, I'm slowly becoming a fan of Kapler, very slowly, because I'm not a fan of analytics. I am going with your gut, but
it's working.
You can't argue with the outcome.
I was gonna say it's been working. Your gut feeling.
Right.
I mean, it has been the shifts he's been putting on.
I hate those shifts,
but it works.
Not all the time.
Not all the time, but it's been working.
And when it works, you don't hear about it. When it doesn't work,
you know what?
You cry about it.
It just seems when it doesn't work, things just escalate to a all new level of just awfulness.
But that goes back to everything, every sport, and almost any situation, not even including sports.
And it's not like
the whole.
Are you going to play footsies with me?
I was about to say, I'm over here going. I just keep turning and kicking the commits. I just found where his foot is, and I'm like, hey, you know what? It's right there. Let's keep kicking it. I'm just going to keep kicking it.
And these are the shoes he gave me.
They're good shoes.
Jeez. Like I said, that goes back to everything. You look at the Philly special in the Super Bowl. That doesn't turn out. You're an idiot for calling that play. Turned out great. Guy's a genius.
Right.
So it's for everything. He's going to do the analytics. That's his thing. He backed off a lot from the beginning of the year. But when it works, it's great. When it doesn't work, you're a moron for not going with your head.
And it seems to have managed the bullpen well. The bullpen's doing okay.
I really don't see a problem. He backed off with the starters in the beginning of the year, where it was 4 or 5 innings, that's it, out, and then it was bullpen for 4 or 5 innings. He backed off on that, which needed to be done. But I like the bullpen right now. I like what he's doing with them.
He's managing it well. First place, folks.
Right. So yeah, I've already chalked this season up as a success because I did not think they won their 64th game the other day.
Right.
They didn't win their 64th game last year till like September 30th.
I was at the middle.
Almost at the end of
September.
Right.
So I mean, yes, he's done an outstanding job.
They're on a pace to win 91 games, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah. So.
Do you think it's along the line of what the Eagles did, and everything's just kind of falling in line? Because the Mets were supposed to win the division this year, and they collapsed in on themselves again.
Well, let's face it.
So is it just
a lot of it is luck?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Things last year for the Eagles just fell the right way for them.
Right.
So I mean, and same with the Phillies. The Phillies will go into a series and they won't face the ace of the staff. Like last time they played the Mets, they didn't face Syndergaard.
Right.
Or things. So things happen like that. They're just luck. It's just luck of the draw. And we've taken advantage of that, and as did the Eagles, of course, winning the Super Bowl. So, yeah, of course that has something to do with it. It has to.
Right.
Yeah.
Because look at the talent on the Phillies. They're not that talented. They're a talented club, don't get me wrong, but there are teams with a lot more talent than this club has.
They're young.
The stars are aligning.
Right. And they're young. We don't know. We could see the talent. We just don't know yet.
Because they don't.
Right. But they're in first place.
They're in first place.
That's all you can say about it.
God bless them. All right, Nick's telling us to wrap it up.
God damn.
It's Nicky's Joy Buzzer.
You moron.
What's this mean, Nick?
No, you're going to find out during the break. When the cameras can't find you, you're going to find out.
You weren't using this finger, though, Nick.
So what are we discussing after the break?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
When do we ever know?
We'll find out.
We're going to discuss, after the break.
Pretty much.
Come join us and find out. This is Rob C., the Instigator, and you're listening to The Joy Buzzer, sports talk with a buzz.
Broadcast media is all around you, and it's the people with media skills who work in this amazing industry. How do you gain those skills? The Philadelphia area campus of Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Affordable training in months, not years, without decades of debt. 1-800-TV-RADIO or GoCSB.com.
I am the commish.
And I'm Rob C., the Instigator.
Nicky Cola over here.
And we are the Joy Buzzer, the premier sports talk show, sports talk with a buzz.
And if you like our new sports talk channel here on YouTube Live, please subscribe.
And if for some crazy reason you like the show, smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit the bell to get our notifications so when we go live, you're right here with us.
He stole your line.
Well, he told me not to do it anymore.
Yeah, what?
Was that gonna be the first time you were gonna do something different?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, just making
I was
sure.
going to say, and we're back.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk the commissioner's favorite thing. We're gonna talk football.
We're going football?
We're going football. Right, commish?
Time to talk some football here.
You
on
ready
the
to
Joy
talk
Buddy.
some football? Are you ready to talk some football? Are you ready, commish?
We're talking football.
We're talking
Like
football.
I said, thousands of YouTubes just went silent, turned off.
Do it up. Come on.
What the hell is that?
You. That's you. And you. That one's out for the. That's for the
fill in
intern.
for the intern.
That's it for the intern. All
We're
right.
talking football.
Talking football.
Are you ready to talk football with us?
Are you ready to talk some football, commish? We're talking about that great Union win to get into the U.S. Open Cup final
In the middle of the schedule.
against the Chicago Fire.
They won 3-0.
3-0. Dominated that game.
Congratulations.
I'll accept that.
Your boy.
I'm not gonna get anything else out
Your
of him. so we
boy
have to.
Burke with 2
All right,
monster goals.
I got a lot of questions. I really don't. No, I don't.
I was gonna say, are they realistic questions?
I got nothing.
The third goal coming from your buddy.
Someone on live chat, please give me a question. What the hell was that?
That was his computer.
That was the soccer gods giving me a ding.
Ding.
The soccer guy's telling you to back off.
Yeah, so what we were talking about earlier, the Union move on to the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup final.
Which is like a month away. Is
Okay.
it like a month away?
September 26th or something like
Crazy,
Well,
man.
Lamar Hunt,
that? Not that guy.
Yes.
the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs football team,
Yes.
Lamar Hunt.
Yes.
So he
It's the U.S. Open Cup.
The soccer people couldn't get someone involved with soccer. They had to go beg football people to bring this money
Well,
in.
no,
What do you mean-
he
what do you
did
mean
it on his
soccer people?
own.
Unbelievable.
Football is soccer. That's why Lamar Hunt his name is on the trophy.
Beggars.
It's 106th year?
Yeah,
I
something
think
like
this
that.
is 105, 106
Of
Absolutely.
what?
of this tournament in the U.S.
Ah,
And the Union are in the final for the third time in
Third
their
time.
franchise.
Third time in
in
how
like
long?
5-6 years.
Absolutely.
Be nice if we can put some
now,
some
No, no,
hardware in that
I was
trophy
going to say,
case.
what do they get if they win?
They win a trophy.
They win a
They win a
trophy.
super awesome trophy.
They win the oldest soccer trophy in America.
That's it.
Does it like
It
vault
dances.
them into a playoff or anything like that?
Shut up.
I'm not doing.
You know
this
what?
again.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not- we're not buying.
All
that.
right, yeah, we're not going to this. This is taken
not
away
doing
from
it.
your other
We're
team.
not
Okay,
doing
I'll be honest. If you two want to discuss the game, go right ahead. I didn't watch it. I didn't even know it was on. I was at the bar drinking.
Well, we'll let you know when the finals are on
Okay.
TV.
Yeah,
you
'cause
can watch it with
well, you know
us.
what? I'll go with you.
You come with us to
I'll
the
come
final.
with you to the game. Absolutely, I will.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
And if
We'll
I
get tickets.
can,
It'll be a Joy Buzzer event.
I'll tell you what.
Ooh.
I'll even buy a Union shirt and wear it to the soccer.
If they
game.
win,
no, I'll go.
You'll
Just in
go.
general.
I'll just
Just
get
in
a Union
general?
shirt. Yes.
You wear the scarf too.
Ooh.
Yeah. We could have been a nice little scarf. You look lovely.
When's the game?
September.
something.
It's gonna be friggin' hot. I'm not wearing a scarf.
You can wear one of those fancy summer scarves.
Scarf.
Summer
Scarf.
scarf. Summer scarf.
With a
A
summer
nice
scarf.
scarf.
I'm gonna look like Fred.
So you
from
can raise
Scooby-
it over your hand.
I'm gonna be Fred from Scooby Doo with a friggin' ascot on. I don't think so.
That's you.
You can,
That's your
you
problem,
can,
not
you
mine.
can wave it around, you know, once they start playing it, you know,
Hey.
once they score, you know. No,
You know.
no,
You know.
no, not it.
Well, go ahead, you guys discuss your game.
I think we just did.
That was it, huh?
that was, I'm sorry.
That was the talk.
There it is. I had it muted myself. I'm sorry. I'm like playing the song. I'm like, how come the song's not playing? I'm like, thinking.
But yep. They
There
made it
you
to the
go.
final. That's
Okay.
all you need to know.
That's all they is. They're going to the U.S. Lamar.
U.S. Lamar Open Cup, 106th year, I believe.
Will there be a parade down the main road in Chester if they win?
Yes.
Will they?
Just
Yes.
the one street.
Yeah, just the one
Well,
street.
Joy Buzzer will
One
be
block.
there celebrating.
Joy Buzzer will be there celebrating with them.
What else are you gonna say for him to repeat?
I was trying to think of something else.
We're playing repeater.
I panicked and I froze.
I panicked and then I froze.
Potato.
Potato.
Tomato.
You're not playing this game with us.
Tomato, potato.
No.
All right.
Potato.
Should we
Let's
talk about
call
the other
whole
football?
thing off.
Let's get Sean back in the show. Should
So
we?
we're gonna talk about.
No.
No. It's time. It's time for football.
No,
Sean.
No.
Sean, it's time for football.
No.
Yeah. It's time for football.
No.
Come on.
No.
Fight.
You can't follow that
Fight.
crap with the
Yeah.
Eagles.
You can't follow
You
football with
can't
football.
do it.
You can't
just
follow
can't
football with
do it.
football.
Because you know why? The 9 million people that left the freaking show because they were talking union aren't coming
Hold on a
back
second.
till
Hey.
after the break.
Hey.
They're waiting to see the back from break. thing on.
Hey. You're talking over the national anthem.
My God.
You're talking over the anthem. Trump would-
So I got to take over running this show?
Trump is going to tweet about you. You talked over the anthem.
I want to see that actually.
No way.
You come sit in
No
my
day.
seat. Come over here.
I'll pass.
Come here. Come sit on my lap. I'll show you how to do it.
Come here, big boy.
Come here. So speaking of laps and stuff, how about that
I'm not
Sudfeld
talking.
lap?
No, we're not talking about them.
We're not talking. What do you mean
All
you
right.
can't?
do it. Can't
Come
follow.
on.
I'll talk to you.
My
What are you
God.
talking about? This is football. First preseason game. What do you think, Sean? Sean, go ahead. Talk to me.
I think I got a headache.
Oh, come on.
That's your problem, not ours. What'd you think about
So,
the Eagles?
talk-
game? They opened up
Talk
their
about Sudfeld and
their-
the first teamers
their
and
preseason last night. They opened up
against the
against the
Pittsburgh
Schittsburg
Steelers.
Wow,
Steelers.
how slow am I that my thing's still just coming up when you guys were doing a YouTube thing? Holy
what?
shit, that's
What?
slow. I'm like 20 minutes behind you.
That's your
But you know
problem,
who
not ours.
wasn't behind?
Yes, they were all
Sudfeld.
night.
No,
was
no,
gonna say,
Sudfeld. Maybe he was
Pittsburgh
behind on a
wasn't.
couple of passes. But go ahead. Let's rate how they did and stuff. Again, first preseason game. No Foles.
No Foles, no Wentz.
No Wentz.
No Wentz, but no Foles.
The
Well, he has a little
starters-
shoulder.
Starters really didn't play that much.
First string defense was out there for a little bit. They seemed decent.
Yeah, getting a rotation set.
What did you think about Studfeld, Nate Studfeld? I'm talking to Rob C, not you.
I'm not answering.
What do you mean you're not answering?
We can't follow.
What are you talking?
Can't follow
Stop.
with the Eagles.
What are you talking about?
Sacrilegious.
Let's play this. We'll start a clean slate again. Let's play the song again. Here we go. There we go. This is the cleansing song. There you go, Sean. Let it cleanse out. Take deep breaths, everybody.
We'll get through this together.
If you want to talk Eagles, 856-330-4749. Let us know what you thought about that first preseason game here on the Joy Buzzer with the commish.
And if you want to talk union, find a different show.
What's the last thing? We're talking Eagles now.
We're talking Eagles. If you don't want to talk, I'll shut your mic
you
off.
sure?
Me and the instigator can have a
Are you
conversation.
sure we're talking Eagles?
We're talking Eagles. Go ahead,
Because
Sean.
I'll talk the shit out of the Eagles.
Let's talk.
Let's go. Back it up. No balls.
No balls.
No balls.
No balls. Back it
Wow.
up. Let's see.
He's a
Let's
tough
hear.
guy behind the table.
Let's hear. You don't want to sit on my side of the table. I already offered that up. Let's go. Let's hear it.
What are we discussing?
Let's talk some Eagles. You asshole.
You're waiting. This is the game you've been waiting for all year, and now he's
Dick.
being a douche about it.
Okay, so the Eagles.
That's
came
enough
out,
for the Eagles talk right
All
here.
right,
Let's go.
How about that Zaire Smith?
They played the Schittsburg Steelers last night and lost.
Yeah, we said that
but the
5
score
minutes
doesn't
ago.
matter. But you know what? You know what?
What
You
really
know
grinds
what
your
matters?
gears?
Hold on.
What grinds your
thing.
gears?
Here's the thing. Pittsburgh shares a state with us. Well, with not you because you're New Jersey, but with Rob C.
That doesn't matter.
Pittsburgh shares a state, so you're supposed to like the team that's in your state, right?
What? No.
But let me finish.
No, because
let me finish.
Well, hold on. I'll let you finish after I say my comment. You call me from Jersey. I don't like the Devils.
I hope not.
Okay, so now go with your.
So now you're a man without a team.
Let's hear your. Whatever.
You lost, whatever.
Asshole.
So, and the Steelers have some likable guys on there, like Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell.
I hate him.
And
You hate Bell? Or
I hate
Brown?
everybody.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But then last night they showed a picture of Ben Roethlisberger. Ben fucking Roethlisberger. That raping son of a bitch.
Was he hanging out with Jason Worth?
I think I hate Roethlisberger more than Worth.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to
Well,
trust
I
him.
really do.
I mean,
I really do.
I'm pretty sure there's a good reason.
Yeah,
for
there's
that.
a good reason. You don't want him hanging out with
And
Shane.
Anybody.
You see this pompous, egotistical douchebag standing on the sidelines, And then after that, you see the coach, Mike Tomlin, another piece of shit. And like I said, I want to like the Pittsburgh Steelers because we're in the same state.
Yeah.
And you want to root for someone that that shares the name Pennsylvania, and I can't. I just can't do it. Pittsburgh Steelers are awful.
Yeah,
they're
but
not
it's not-
Dallas Cowboy awful, but they're awful.
You don't go by state. You go by where you're from.
Well, I agree with that. Like I said,
So you don't have to like.
But you should, because you share a state with them. You're from Pennsylvania.
It's a rivalry. I don't like
It's a rivalry. Yeah, it's.
But I mean,
no, not at all.
Say the Pittsburgh goes to the Super Bowl and the Eagles
I'm not rooting
don't.
for the. Yeah.
You should root for them because they're in their state. They share their state with you.
So we should root for Pittsburgh if they're in.
No, it's just my feeling that you should want to because you share the state. You should want to. I'll never do it.
This is a new side of you, caring and stuff like that.
I'll tell you one thing though.
Do it.
I loved when Aaron Rodgers ripped them apart in the Super Bowl.
That was beautiful.
It was a beautiful thing.
Beautiful. That was awesome. But I just wish that Rapisberger and Tomlin were out of the league because they're both awful human beings.
Yeah.
Now I'll discuss the game last night.
All right.
We got that
I
out
had
of the way.
to get off my chest because it's
You don't.
bugging me. He's just they're both just pieces of shit.
You don't have
Right.
to like a team
Of
from
course
your
you
state.
don't, but you should like them because you share a state with them.
No,
because you're both from Pennsylvania, so you should kind of.
I thought.
Yeah,
like
never liked them.
I thought we're from Pennsylvania.
Of course we are.
So.
But I mean, do you think that someone in Florida will hate the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but like the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins and everybody else? But
Oh, it's Florida. And they're forever.
But I'm just saying.
We're not going by Florida. That's a bad
Yeah,
example.
Florida.
saying,
Florida's
sure,
a bad
Bad
example.
example.
I'm sure that the 9 or 10 people who are actually from Florida, like one of probably 3 teams, probably like 2 of the 3 teams. It's the other implants that come in that
Oh
screw everything up.
man, that's the one thing I didn't do was load up the greatest song ever.
Thank the maker.
I should have done it.
No.
And we got
you
a
shouldn't.
Peterson on the chat line saying he lives in Steelers country and they don't like the Eagles,
Of course they don't.
so we don't have to like them.
So we don't have to like them.
I'm not saying you have to like them. I'm saying you should want to because they share a
Damn it,
state.
Sean! I'm not gonna like the Steelers, and you can't make me.
I'm not asking it. Believe me, I'm not asking anybody to like the Steelers. Maybe when, like I said, when those 2 douchebags leave, I may like the Steelers, but until
I never
then,
liked them.
the hell with them.
Never liked them.
Okay.
I didn't even like them when Bradshaw was on there.
You are entitled to what the hell? You are entitled to your own opinions.
That's it. Didn't
Now
like-
on to the game last night.
Yeah. So Sean, go ahead.
What did you? What was?
What was your big takeaway?
What was your plus? Yeah, your big takeaway. Your plus and your minus. You want to start negative first, as you
Yes.
always are.
I thought Fletcher Cox looked outstanding. He looked at midseason form.
Oh, he's got a nice
when his
cock.
quads look good in those pads?
I thought Michael Bennett did a few things that were pretty good. That he's going to be a
Did
nice
he tackle?
fit. He didn't tackle anybody.
He's not suspended, right?
No, he's in there, and he played well. He collapsed the pocket. He did his job very well. I like the way Michael Bennett plays. I think he's going to be a real welcome addition.
Yes.
Why
Yeah.
are you laughing?
I'm not laughing. I'm
You are
enjoying.
laughing.
I'm enjoying this awesome commentary.
Now the 2 of you constantly brought up Nate Sudfeld.
Yes.
Well, we were trying to get your attention because this is all we heard at our pre-show dinner, and
How much you love
People's
the,
Pizza.
We
How do
gotta-
you love the Suds?
we gotta talk Eagles, talk Eagles, talk Eagles. We talk Eagles, and you throw a hissy fit like a 4-year-old.
Wow, that was pretty harsh.
So what do you got?
Which sound effect you were? I'm waiting for. the
I'm,
sound
I'm
effect.
waiting for it too.
Okay.
It's coming.
So what?
I thought you were coming with a sound
What
effect.
would you?
there.
What did you?
We're not. We're not talking to you.
We're waiting for the sound effect to take off.
Let's try that again.
Waiting for the sound effect.
God. Oh, that's our show.
I was waiting for it too. I didn't click on it. All right.
He's waiting for the fact that he has to play.
I hit it.
Oh wait, that's my job.
I thought my job was just to run down the bathroom and I thought that was my job. Or was that Nate
Are you
Phillips?
good over there, by the way? We're not,
I'm fine.
Okay, good.
I got no issues.
All right, very good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, we're talking Nate Sudfeld.
Fuck are you? Yes.
He
What did you?
he did exactly what everybody thought he was going to do. He was going to make mistakes.
Okay.
He was going.
What did he
do? He made mistakes. He made nice plays. He took the easy throw when he could have taken a better throw. You know, sometimes
Did he almost run out of bounds? And
when he should have taken the easy throw. So I mean, he played like he was supposed to play.
If Troy Aikman had to describe his play style, what do
no, man, not yet.
What do you think he would have described it as?
Give me a minute.
Yeah. This custom book is Troy Aikman, who's probably one of the best color guys.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
What's that, Troy?
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
Oh, man.
The buildup was just too much on me.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
Jeez. We appreciate the commentary.
Yes. Getting back to Ajayi looked good. Clement looked good.
Whoever's commenting on our chat line saying, thank God the soccer segment's over. Yeah, we don't need you. You can stop watching.
Who? Because my phone is just shit. Who said it?
I don't know. So a bunch of little letters and numbers. So, Dan, we don't need you.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for having my back. I agree with you.
Nobody has your back.
Oh, yeah, they do.
So
like I said, thousands of people turned off.
Nate Studfeld was exactly what we thought he was.
Exactly. And you can't expect anything more from him.
Yeah, because this is, what, third year?
Second year.
You can't. I hope nobody was expecting the next Carson Wentz.
No.
Because that was going to be.
But I'll tell you one thing. We got one highlight I got from the game.
Yes.
Is we got a really good look at our number one draft pick there.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Dallas Goedert.
What's up, Dallas?
Give him a shout out, brother. He looked good.
He did after he realized that he had to catch the ball before he started running.
That's a rookie thing.
Yeah. Once he got into the groove of it, man.
Once he got into the groove, I mean, him and Studfeld together looked decent. So I can't imagine if he starts to click and really go with Wentz or Big Dick Nick. That could be fun. He's a big dude, and we need something like that.
And a 2 tight end set with Ertz and Goddard.
It's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be nice to see what Peterson can come up with.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a nice addition. If he and it looks like he pans out. It looks like he really has great hands, great movement, and can take that first pop and shed that tackler.
That's what I want to see. That was the big thing with Brent Selleck.
Right.
The first guy to hit him better hit him hard, or he was going to run through you.
Right.
So I want to see that again. I want to see Dallas be able to run people over, get the few extra yards after the catch, because he's going to be tough to bring down.
He's a big boy, man. Big boy. So again, another big shout out to Dallas Goedert, man.
Big ball.
What's up, Dallas?
I love it.
Now I know, according to Mike Mayock, last night the quarterback situation, they're hoping it plays itself out to the fact where Nate Sudfeld plays so well that they can trade him, keep Nick Foles to back up Carson Wentz, and still, get something, get an asset for Sudfeld.
They want Sudfeld to be a starter so they can get rid of him.
That's not going to happen.
To use him as trade bait.
That's not going to happen.
There's a team, if Sudfeld plays well enough, there's a team out there that may take a chance on him.
Well, let me ask you something. If you're in need of a quarterback, are you going to call the Eagles and say, hey, I want the guy who's played 1 year, or do I want the Super Bowl MVP? Who are you going to ask for?
Well, you're going to ask for the Super Bowl
right.
MVP.
So that's my opinion. No matter how well Sudfeld plays, no one's asking for him. No one's going to ask for him.
Yeah, but if that's the only thing available and he somewhat proves himself to be like, okay, he's not going to make that ridiculous play, but he's not going to hurt you. It's like things we saying before. The quarterback's not going to win you the game, but if he can do enough so that someone else can take over, if he's going to be that guy, that may help someone down the line.
You know what?
I'll tell you who may want Sudfeld. Our old buddy Frank Reich. Up in Indianapolis.
Well,
just in case Andrew Luck doesn't pan.
They got Jacoby Brissett. I think he'll take Brissett over. I'd take Brissett over Sudfeld any day of the week. That's just me. But yeah, I don't think. Number one, Nick Foles has the has the contract that's just it's a very friendly contract. It's $20 million over the next 2 years, but it's either one can buy it out. Nick Foles can say, I'm done for $2 million, or he would say, here, we'll give you $10 million, go away. You know, it's friendly,
neutral.
It's a friendly contract for all parties.
Yeah, right. I don't because that.
So it's a good contract.
Nick Foles,
it really is.
Nick Foles just found the love of the game again, and he just wants to play. He's happy where he is.
I
he
don't
doesn't
think
need to be that guy.
He doesn't want to leave Philly.
And honestly, can he be a starter for the full season?
No.
You think we win last year's Super Bowl with him as our starter all year long? He's proven that he can't. It's one of those things. I get it. I understand you don't know because it didn't happen. But has he proven that he can be a year-long starter?
It's not that you don't know. Last year's tough to put into words because, as I said earlier, everything fell into place.
Right.
So it's tough to say this guy would have won and this guy wouldn't have. You can't say that because shit just happened for a reason and everything was perfect.
But we had Foles, and we've seen him, and we've seen what he won when he left.
Now,
is he a season-long starter, or is he good for a few games?
Ask yourself this question.
Oh, I'm going to ask myself.
When Wentz went down and Foles came in.
How far down did he go?
No, the next game.
Oh, okay.
To the end of the season. When he went down, were you confident that Nick Foles was going to lead this
Absolutely
team?
nobody in this town was.
Exactly.
I'm not fully confident.
Nobody thought.
I definitely didn't.
Way
I didn't think
hell.
Super Bowl, but I didn't think.
And then he comes down. He plays a decent game against the Giants. Throws a couple touchdowns, but it was the friggin' Giants.
Right.
Then we go into the Christmas game against the Raiders.
Yeah.
This is the game that we were winning. We needed to win to have home field advantage all the way through the playoffs.
Right.
And it was freezing cold, and Nick Foles played like shit.
He looked like garbage.
But the rest of the team did as well. So even then, you couldn't base anything.
Yeah, the whole team played bad.
Right, and then last week against the season after they beat Oakland and they played Dallas, and there was only Foles played 2 series and then sat.
Yeah.
So you never really got a good gauge on how well Nick Foles would do until the playoffs.
Right.
And against Atlanta, he wasn't great by any stretch. He was good. But he wasn't great.
Right. He got the job done.
Exactly.
He wasn't hurting the team.
Then he plays Minnesota, and the defense ties it up for the Eagles at 7-7, and then the Eagles go and score 31 straight points.
Right.
Who saw that coming? Did anybody see that coming?
Nobody does, because that was the best defense in the league in 10 years?
Exactly. So you'd never know because Nick Foles changed every week. Now, you knew when he got to the Super Bowl, New England's defense blew dogs. So you knew the Eagles were going to put points up. There was never a doubt about that.
No matter who
I
we
think
had
if you
back
quarterbacked him, you'd have put up 20 on him at least.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah. So you wouldn't have because you played the Patriots, and you're a Patriots fan because you suck.
Are you saying you would have sandbagged?
Unbelievable,
You would have sandbagged? You would have cheated us out of a Super Bowl victory?
Absolutely. He would have been bought.
What
he would have signed, sealed, and delivered.
What are you talking about, Shad?
So you can't. It's tough to get a read on.
I'm hurt.
You couldn't get a read on Nick Foles.
What in the ass?
Because it's tough because every week there was something different. He was not consistent at all. At all. One week he sucked, next week it was great. One week he sucked, next week it was great.
What was the original question? That's what I want to know.
Is Nick Foles good enough to play a full season? We don't know. You don't know.
We don't know. We do have someone on the chat line saying that we should trade Sudfeld for better beer selections in the link. Does that work? do you think they would do that?
Trade Suds for Suds?
Suds for head?
Yeah.
Who the hell is Funky Fresh? It's a great name, by the way.
Well, thanks for chatting in.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Funky Fresh.
Awesome.
He called us nerds, though. Or she. Not judging here, but Funky Fresh called us nerds.
Gender neutral?
I think that was my breakdancing name back in the 80s.
What's the 80s?
Right. When you break danced on cardboard and had the goofy sneakers.
Oh, God. Right. Please tell me there's videos somewhere.
I wish.
Anywhere.
There's just me of dancing on air at Dorney Park.
Oh, why do I always have to hear about this?
But yeah, Nick Foles, it's tough to. Everybody's going to ask for him. He doesn't want to go anywhere. The Eagles don't want him to go anywhere. But if you're going to get a first or second round pick, I think you got to do it.
For Foles?
Yeah.
There you go.
I think you got to.
Yeah.
So back to the game.
I guess that goes back to. I guess that goes. Yeah, I know we went way off topic here. I guess that goes back to what's once going to be game one. If you need Foles, you need Foles. But if Wentz comes back stronger than ever and plays the rest of the season, it's if you don't need Foles there, you never know, obviously. I mean, nobody wanted Wentz to get hurt when he did, but
if I'm the Eagles, I sit Wentz till like game 3 or 4, and even then, if the Eagles are 4-0, I don't even start him then. I want Wentz healthy. I want it completely healthy.
So if game 1 he is 100%.
If he's 100%, then he's got to play.
Then he's playing.
He's got to play.
So if he's 99%, no.
But you and I both know, we all know this, that injury, the torn ACL, is a year-long rehab.
That's a major injury, yes.
Exactly.
Major.
And that's something that...
Major injury?
That's something that,
That's like in the torn labia category there.
Right. And if you don't fully let it heal,
it's just going to hurt.
Again,
yeah.
You're going to be a major
Exactly.
issue.
And it wasn't just the ACL. I mean, there was more damage than just the ACL. There was other things that were ripped apart too.
Let me ask you this. Do you have trust in the Eagles staff that they won't let him step on that field before he's 100%?
Yes.
I wish I had a camera on his face right now. The concentration is that. Don't fart. For the love of God, don't fart.
Don't fart till I get to that soundboard.
I didn't. Yeah. How hard are you thinking, Sean?
Sean, you keep thinking, Sean. Keep thinking.
He's gonna pass out.
I'm telling you.
Are you there yet?
Not yet. All right, there we go.
I want to hope so. I want to believe that too, that they will not start Wentz until Wentz is ready to go.
So you
that's the funniest one, I think.
So you do have faith in the team.
I do.
I guess that's all we have to have at this point.
Because you have to have faith.
Because you gotta have faith.
I
gotta have faith. Oh, well, you gotta have faith, the faith. Baby!
I know you're asking me to stay.
Say please, please, please don't go away. Because you're giving me the blues. Baby!
There go the rest of the listeners.
That's right.
That's amazing.
I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not. So yes,
sorry for what?
For
the
singing?
Yeah. I should have cut your mic if
I
I was a good board op.
I'm an awful singer. I'm the first to admit it, but I'm also the first to break out in song.
So we do trust that they're going to protect Wentz.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They have to, and they know they have to. They
know he's the franchise.
He is the future of that franchise.
Yes.
There's no doubt about it. He is, and let's be honest. There's a good chance that in 2 or 3 years he's going to be the best player in football.
Right.
And the Eagles know that.
That's what the scary thing is, that if this doesn't come back 100%, he doesn't stay healthy, we're looking at another RG3.
Yep.
It was, you know what the 3 stands for, right? I mean, I know he's back with what, Baltimore?
Yes.
Is he back with Baltimore? Really? They pick him up?
Baltimore.
But that's what we're looking at here. If they rush him, if he rushes it, if he gets back on the field too soon and starts injuring himself again, that's what Wentz is going to be. You need to protect him. You have to protect him. I think even 100%, I still want to see Big Dick Nick game 1. I don't want to see Wentz out there.
And Mr. Peterson that says, do you think he could sit that long without getting depressed? He has to. He has to. He's depressed with not playing. He's got to be 100%. And I'm telling you, it's a year-long rehab. It's year-long.
You know, they tried to send me to rehab.
But
I said,
did you go?
No.
And look where that got you.
Try to serve.
We do have a question by Funky Fresh. He, how worried are you about Wentz playing QB once he has stepped on the field since he's gotten laid? And I now know who Funky Fresh is.
Thanks, dude.
They did. He got married. So now that he got laid, do you think he lost that step?
No.
You think it's going to be better, stronger than ever?
Absolutely.
It's going to be stronger. He's going to have more of them.
You remember, he's a man of faith. So God told him to get married to this girl.
Because he's got to have
faith. He's got the faith. And he's getting late. He's getting late.
Did Nick spit water all over the board?
I almost did. I was so close.
No, I think Carson Wentz is going to be fine as long as he realizes that, number one, the knee is healthy when it's healthy. If it's not healthy right now and he tries to play on it, he's got to know he's going to get hurt.
I think at some point he does know that. I mean, clearly, I don't know, because he did go back out injured and throw a touchdown pass.
That's what I'm saying. He knew he was hurt.
I hope that he's smart enough to know, don't go out there.
That's the question.
I think right
now,
a
player's always going to go out there.
Right now, it's in the hands of the training staff, so
Yeah.
I don't think he has that much of a say.
And I'll be honest, I know you all love Peterson, but after Peterson left him on the field last year to throw that touchdown pass with a completely destroyed knee, which he knew it was bad, and still left him in the game, my faith in Peterson, knowing if he's hurt or not, is slim.
I'm not going down that road again.
I'm just saying.
But
He's sowing the seeds
he
to bring the name back.
Wentz put himself out there.
Saying.
Wentz didn't say,
So
Wentz
is the coach?
I think I tore everything.
You saw him after the play happened. He couldn't put any weight on the knee. He was falling down almost. And Dougie P said, leave him out there, boys. I know it's me who got him hurt.
That's right.
Not doing it. I think it's time for a break because this is going to get ugly quick.
We're going to continue this discussion.
We could also bring up his other favorite quarterback that threw a touchdown on a broken.
We're still going to talk football when we come back from the break.
We are?
We are.
As long as we're not talking golf.
Well, we are going to talk that too. Hey, if you guys talk soccer, I can talk
Time
soccer.
for a break.
Break.
You're listening to the Joy Buzzer, sports talk with a buzz.
Just admit it. What you're doing right now is working, but it's not ideal. Before attending the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, I worked retail, and now I'm working for a major radio station in the Philadelphia market. There's a campus right here in the Philadelphia area. Visit gocsb.com or call 1-800-TV-RADIO.
I am the commish.
And I'm Rob C, the instigator.
Nicky Cola over here.
And we are the Joy Buzzer, the premier sports talk show, sports talk with a buzz.
And if you like our new sports talk channel here on YouTube Live, please subscribe.
And if for some crazy reason you like the show, smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit the bell to get our notifications so when we go live, you're right here with us.
You know who.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're in mid-conversation here.
We're still talking Eagles. Because someone made a good question on
the chat line.
Chat line. And by the way, phone lines, 856-330-4749. Unless you're Jason Worth, you already had your shot.
Maybe if Carson Wentz would call in and
tell us how to kneel.
Tell us how married life and getting laid is all.
So you feel your game is worse now that you've been touched.
Let's see. Maybe Carson Wentz will call in.
But
diddle.
The question is, who's the better back going forward, Ajayi or Clement? And I'm going to stay with Clement. I'm sorry, with Ajayi just because
make up your mind.
He is a veteran and Clement's a second-year player. That's the only reason. That's the only reason I'm taking Ajayi over Clement.
That seems like what the chat line's going is Ajayi.
Right. Ajayi.
I think there's room enough for them both in the backfield. I think they'll both get equal touches.
I know they were talking about, are they going to run a 4 or 5 horsemen back this year? Which I think 5 is insane.
I think 4 is insane.
I know.
3.
I mean,
I don't mind
you
4.
got Clement, you got Sproles.
But
That's all
4
you
was
need.
fun last year. 4 we had the 4-headed horseman last
Yeah,
year.
but Smallwood never saw the field.
Doesn't matter, but when he did
stunk.
But when he didn't stink.
He stunk. Did
He
you watch
didn't.
him last night? He blew.
He
He
played
didn't
for
even
what,
watch
2
him.
snaps last night?
I don't know. A four back backfield. I like rotating backs because you never know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates.
That's very nice.
You know, I do too. But if you got a guy who's just carrying a load and
he said tutu.
He did say tutu.
He's running hard and give him his 25 carries a game because
no, nobody runs 25.
So many
times.
innuendos.
Innuendo. So I'd rather see one back get the more carries just because of that's how they get into rhythm. The more they get the ball, the better they feel. You know? And then you got guys like Sproles who don't need to touch the ball.
Well,
20
yeah,
times
you're
a
going to
game.
get in the
Sproles
rhythm.
needs to touch the ball 4 or 5 times a game, and that's all he needs, and that's all he wants.
Sproles is the punt returner, the kick returner.
But he's also
when he was younger,
in the backfield.
when he was younger, you gave Sproles more touches.
Yeah, but not 25. He's just not big enough to handle that. I think Ajayi is.
Well, we're talking touches as handoffs and getting
receptions.
Absolutely, I would give Sproles 25.
Now?
Not now. No,
not now. I agree
Not
with Peterson on the chat line. You know, we will miss Blunt. We don't
I
have that. We don't have that massive running back.
Yes,
yes,
I missed the Blunt.
Do.
Absolutely.
Because you know why?
No. We have someone who will replace Blunt in Matt Jones. Matt Jones is a Blunt clone. He didn't play last night. Matt Jones is about 6'3", 6'4". He goes about 250. He's a big some bitch.
But you know
so
what?
You're happy to see
you
Blunt,
know what?
though.
He's not.
No, I'm not. But
Okay.
I'm saying we replaced him. I'd rather have Blunt than Matt Jones.
But then if you have Jones, wouldn't that be 6 running backs then? 5, 6 running backs still?
Which is
because
too
you're
many.
not. You're
right.
You're,
but I'm just saying, if
you're
they,
keeping Sproles, you're
Yeah,
keeping
Sproles.
Ajayi,
Right.
and Clement.
Right.
So if you got this other dude in there, that's
Smallwood.
4.
I,
Yeah, tiny penis.
I'll be honest.
That's 5.
Smallwood's gone. Donnell Pumphrey's gone.
Well, you got to look at some
The,
magazines.
the kid Josh Adams from Notre Dame, who I love, is gone. I mean, they have a shit ton of running backs.
Yeah, because you know why? None of those guys are Blunt-tastic. I was waiting for it.
That's where you're going with that one.
Thank you, folks. Blunt-tastic.
Try the
I
meal.
miss-
He's here all week.
Blunt-tastic.
Tip your bartender.
We'll be here next
Try the
week.
meal.
None of them were Blunt-tastic. I said it.
That was something that we're missing. We're missing that massive dude.
But
that
we're
when
not.
You, when you need.
Where do you see this kid, Matt Jones? We got him
Yeah,
from
but he's
Washington,
not.
I believe.
You think they're going to put him in on the 4th and 1, 4th and inches?
I
Or are they
think-
going to give it to Ajayi? They're going to give
Well,
it
it
to Clement?
depends because
Or they're just going to let Wentz snap it and run?
I hope not.
I think seeing the days of giving Wentz the ball like that, and I think they are few and far between.
I can see Wentz doing quarterback sneaks.
Once in a blue moon, but not often. Believe me. And every time that Wentz runs forward, everybody's going to hold their breath and pray that he gets up.
Yeah. I mean, the big
He's a
thing
big
about
boy. He'll get over it.
about us right now is we're all afraid for the future of Wentz.
Right.
We saw what he can do. We saw what he can become, and this injury is major. So we're all scared. That's what we're dealing with right now. We're all scared.
We're all scared of the future.
The Eagles
Let's go
see
into the
that
future.
Carson Wentz.
We're all scared of the future. Here's
Hey, you
the
got it right
future.
this week. That is the future machine.
Carson Wentz will be the best player in football. Not just best quarterback. He'll be the best player
In future?
in the future.
We've been talking a lot of offense now. Why don't we jump into defense a little bit? We got a question on our chat line. On a scale of 1 to 10, how scared are you of the D-line for the other teams?
Oh, 14.
Oh.
Oh, the D-line is ridiculously talented. They're going to be better than
So,
last year's.
I was going to say, we
Much.
had a great run defense last year.
We're going to be so much better than last
You
year.
think better?
Yeah. I think with Barnett being a year older.
And then, what's his name coming back from injury?
With Brandon Graham getting healthy, Tim Jernigan.
Yeah.
And they replaced a couple guys, right? Then a couple guys signed somewhere else.
Vinny Curry and Boel and went to Tampa Bay. Dumbasses. And we brought in Bennett. We brought in, who's the other guy? I can't think of the other guy's name.
Dickie Hertz.
Don't say Dickie Hertz. And then
Amazing timing.
You still got guys like Destiny Vallejo and Steven Means.
Destiny, he's just born for the field.
Woo!
Destiny
deserves a ding.
That D-line is stacked.
As long as they, you know
It's
what?
talented.
So you say we got
Keep
we
rotate.
got a major D?
We got, Long and Cox.
Long and Cox. Yeah, we do have a Cox at our D.
There we go.
That's right.
And I forgot about Chris Long. I didn't even mention him yet. So
And again,
I think that's, I miss Connor Barwin, but I like Chris Long a lot more.
Connor Barwin's a giant now.
Yes, he is.
Wow.
So he'll be there to rape our quarterback as much as he wants.
please.
And we got a couple guys that got injured that are coming back too, right?
Yeah, what was it? Was it Hicks?
Yeah.
Jordan Hicks was
He's
a
back.
linebacker.
Right.
Yeah.
He's saying defensive line, but
Right.
yeah.
Well,
no.
I'm
talking about the
full
defense
defense
in general.
now.
Jordan Hicks coming back
Full
is going to
defense
be
now.
huge, assuming he could stay healthy.
Right.
We got to find out who our other outside linebacker is going to be. That's a tough decision.
still a little
'cause
work
there's
to
a
do.
lot of guys out there.
I like
By
the
way,
rotations.
Speaking of outside linebacker, if you watch the Cleveland Browns preseason game last night against the Giants, and the
Nobody was watching that.
I
game.
was gonna
was
say, who
because
was
the
watching?
Cleveland Browns outside starting linebacker is that Michael Kendricks, and he played his ass off last night.
For the Browns?
Yes, losing him is going to hurt more than people think because he played his ass
Oh, absolutely.
off.
I liked Kendricks.
I
here
was a
when he
big
here.
Kendricks guy.
Right.
So
Did you
know,
like Michael Kendricks
I
a
liked
lot?
him. I
We're
liked him a
gonna
lot.
obviously we're gonna.
If he
have,
was
we have
an
pieces we
offensive player,
lost.
would he be a tight end?
He'd be a
Well,
wide
Sean would probably
receiver.
turn him into
The
a
wide
receiver.
receiver.
Nothing.
What?
He's got to find it. Hold on.
Oh, we doing
It's gonna be a few
great.
minutes.
Okay. What? No?
Oh, I thought that joke landed well. There it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's the approval I was looking for.
Right.
We'll give some cheers. Michael Kendricks, everybody. Tight end.
Used to be
Linebacker.
Wide receiver.
wide receiver.
Same thing.
Special teams tackler.
So yeah, replacing the outside linebackers has got to be their number one priority. It's amazing that last year, the last 2 years, the number one priority was the D-backs, cornerbacks, safeties.
Right.
There's still some
that is
concern there,
now-
though, right?
But that's a strength now. Because
I was gonna say Jenkins back
between
there
the,
and Mills.
right,
I like
Jalen
it.
Mills, Sidney Jones, Ronald Darby. We re-signed Corey Graham.
Do we get Robinson back?
No, he's gone. I forget where he went. But we still have
We have the
Malcolm
kid, right?
Jacobs. We
Malcolm
got
Jenkins.
who's the other free safety?
We have the kid that had the broken ankle.
You say
He's back
Darby?
this year?
No, I said Darby. I said him too.
Did you?
Did you say that other guy that plays on the field?
Did you say Dickey?
Son of a
How
Did you
about
say Dickey
bitch,
Hurts?
I can't
it was,
think
Oh no, he's white. He
it was
can't be
Ben,
back.
right?
Reese
Reese Hoskins?
forget it.
Reese
No,
Hoskins?
not Reese Hoskins.
Are you sure?
You guys
I think maybe
suck.
Reese Hoskins.
You guys are no help whatsoever.
We know.
None.
That's the reason we're here.
Joel Embiid?
I'll
Is
just
he back there?
That's okay. I'll carry the show. You guys just sit back and do nothing.
Hey, yeah, it's football. This is all you. Go
Look at
ahead.
this. After not wanting to talk football, he
Yeah,
can't
now-
stop talking football.
And now he doesn't even remember all the guys'
we
names.
had a break now, so it's okay.
We had a breakdown?
We had a break now. We had a
Oh.
break, so it's
Now
Did we have a break
that
meow?
last segment.
Meow.
you
I thought it was
Do
a
we have a
break.
break meow?
I thought it was a
the
breakdown. I thought
beginning
we
of
were,
last segment, which was giving me the hives.
I thought we were getting the cardboard out.
So we're good
Do we
now.
have to go back to the backside? Are we going back?
Nobody.
We're going back to the back to the
Back to
backside.
the 80s when Run DMC and LL Cool J.
Cardboards, yeah. Throw some
Break
cardboard on the
dance
floor.
with
It's a break
cardboard.
dance.
And breaking
Popping
to
and locking.
Electric Boogaloo. And
So-
Beat Street, the king of the beat. You see they're rocking that beat from across the street. Beat Street is a lesson too where you can't let the streets beat you. Huh. How about them apples, huh? Didn't see that coming.
So apparently Funky Fresh only watches for the punter. That's his most enjoyable point of the football game. Is oh, wow, really? What do you think of the new punter?
I just bust a rhyme.
All right, bust the commish. What do you think
Well,
of the
considering the punter's like your size,
what's wrong with that? We know how to kick.
he's small. SMall.
We know how to kick.
Are we really
I know.
talking
That's all I got to
punters?
say. He's your size.
That's a Facebook chat line request. Was what do you think of the new punter, Johnson?
Big Dick Johnson?
I cracked myself up.
Big Dick Johnson.
So we got a Big Dick Nick. We got a Johnson.
Right.
We got a Cox.
I think
Yeah.
We got a Smallwood.
Long.
The Eagles will be spending most of their preseason looking for a punter.
Yeah, we got a long. Yeah, because weren't they saying that this punter doesn't know how to kick the ball to a certain point of the field?
Well, he doesn't know how to he
Place it.
He can
Angle?
kick it far. He can't angle it. He can't put it where he wants to. We got to find a punter.
So did he?
This
Did
kid's
he?
not the answer.
Did he fail punting school? How did he become a punter?
That's right.
How'd he get invited to
He-
training
he-
You know
camp?
how? Because he used to be a friggin' soccer player.
He did
Get
damn
out of
right.
town.
He did kick a 40-yarder last night, right? Or
Oh,
80,
we talking about
80-yarder.
a punter or are we talking about a place?
80-yarder. No, punter. Didn't our punter kick an 80-yarder last night?
He might have. I didn't say.
And they got called back or something?
He might have. I
Oh,
didn't
an
see it.
80-yard punt?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
With a P.
Punt. Oh, wow.
Punt.
Jeez.
What?
It's a clean show.
I know.
I didn't say anything.
What the hell was wrong with
He's
you?
over here,
You were
I know.
implying something.
Yes,
Yeah,
you were. When
punt.
you said punt.
You said punt with a
Right, with
P.
a P, not hunt.
All this
with
popping.
an H.
Yeah, okay, that's the letter you were going
Right.
for.
No,
First
he was
name-
looking. He was
first
looking for
name
another
Mike.
letter.
Sneaky commish.
First name Mike.
He was looking. He was looking for another letter. Starts with one of those.
So yeah, the
Sunglasses?
last night the Eagles played the Steelers in preseason, and nobody cares about the score. No one cares.
He took a 70-yard punt.
Okay.
And it rolled 10 yards.
All right.
Thank you, Peterson.
Thank you, Dave. You're a good person.
Mr. Peterson.
Funky
Mr.
Fresh said
Peterson.
C
Mr.
question
Peterson.
mark.
Said what?
He said C question mark.
Oh no! Oh, come on.
He said it started with a P.
Right.
He was asking if it was a C.
Right. No.
Yes.
Speaking of P, as in putter.
Ooh, bad segue.
I know. I was trying to figure it out, and I just couldn't do it. The PGA Championships are this weekend. Tiger Woods is once again.
So where are they playing at this year?
Streaking up the scoreboard. He's trying to get back into it. A guy by the name of Gary Woodland is -10 leading the show.
We had a very
Go
good
on.
last
Did you
tournament.
say Gary Woodland?
I did say Gary
Another, more
Woodland.
Hold on. Gary.
The Gary Woodland.
Gary Woodland is leading the PGA.
Yes.
Gary Woodland.
At -10.
Gary.
And the PGA.
He's the name of my orthodontist, Gary Woodland. is leading the PGA.
And you know what? I'm almost positive it's the same guy.
It's the same
almost
fucking
positive.
Now, Sean, do they have to qualify for this tournament?
And you know what? Sergio Garcia is his paleontologist.
His paleontologist?
The PGA Championship is being played in St. Louis.
St. Louis?
St. Louis. And it's, you know...
Tiger had a great...
That's in the grass there.
In the woods.
In the woods. Tiger.
Tiger in the woods had a great tournament last tournament. Right?
No.
No?
He didn't.
I thought he had a good one.
No, he didn't.
Didn't he have a bad last day?
I thought he was like...
At the last major, he played pretty well. He was leading it.
That's what I mean.
Hold on, there was a tournament between these
He's played a
tournaments?
tournament in between that one.
There was a couple tournaments?
But I thought they don't do that.
As of, what, 5 or 6 o'clock this afternoon, he was -3, which is still 7 strokes off the lead. But for him, that's, you know, coming back, that's not bad. I don't know what the score is now because my phone stinks and I
So
can't see
what's the
anything
difference
live.
between a major and just a normal tournament?
There's only 4
one
majors.
actually counts for something?
There's only 4 majors.
And this
The
weekend
Masters,
is one.
The U.S. Open, the British Open, which
The
is
US
now just called
Open?
the Open, and the PGA Championship. They're the 4 majors.
Four
They're the
big ones.
4 ones.
And this is the
that you
PGA.
have to qualify for. That if you're not qualified, you're out.
Right. I've heard of something else like that, but I don't want to dive too far into that.
Right.
Isn't there a tournament players cup that's more for the professionals?
No.
Isn't that the TPC, right? Isn't
Yeah,
that like
you
a
know
league?
me.
No.
Isn't that like a whole year-long thing or something?
No. Sorry, you're wrong.
So Tiger.
Am I wrong?
Tiger.
Do I have to
in
pull up the TPC?
major-
I do.
Tiger in the major tournaments.
TPC stands for the
is-
Players Championship.
Yeah, you know me.
Right? The Tournament Players Club or
No,
something, right?
the Players Championship.
Oh. And they don't play all year round?
No.
Don't they accumulate points like NASCAR or something?
Nick's trying to get your attention.
I'm waving hi at him. That's it. You know, that's all I want to do is say hi.
So today, Tiger teed off with Justin Thomas and
Tiger.
Rory McIlroy. You know, that's supposed to be what they call a super group.
Why is it so super?
Hold on.
Do they have powers?
They might. They have the power to hit the ball. Rory McIlroy drove the ball almost 350 yards. I think over 350, which is very impressive.
I could do that.
All right, this is the U.S. Open, right?
Maybe after about 6 strokes. Maybe.
I don't stroke it 6 times.
This is the U.S. Open, right,
No.
Sean?
No.
No, this is the PGA Championship.
PGA Championship.
Oh, okay. So that's the other major, right?
Yes. it
Okay.
is. One of the 4.
One of the
There's four.
There's 4. There's a U.S. Open Cup, but I don't want to talk about that one. There's a U.S. Open Cup. I don't know. Your phone doesn't work right.
My phone just freaking blows.
You're like literally a half hour behind.
I literally am. Well, the hell with it. I'm done with the phone. Any comments? Nick will read them.
And they're playing at Bell Rive?
Sorry, Kamish, but that should be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll read that one. You talk about golf.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, so apparently there's an orthodontist that's leading the PGA Championship, right?
Yes, there is. Gary Woodland at -10. And Tiger is on the prowl.
I'm so tired of saying Tiger's on the prowl.
Here we go.
All right.
Golf is for old men with weak streams. Thank you, Funky Fresh. And then Peter is saying the most I know about golf is when you hit the ball in the clown's mouth, you get a free game.
Thank you, Happy Gilmore.
That's amazing.
So, yes, we got Gary. He is this guy Woodland. He's leading. Let's see. Oh, actually, hold on. What the hell?
Yeah, it refreshed on you.
I did Funky Fresh, Funky Refresh.
Funky Fresh, Funky Refresh.
Aren't we going to 8:31 because we started a minute late?
I guess we are now. The people are demanding it.
That's right. I'm demanding it. What do you got there?
Well,
Anything?
Chase Elliott was the man.
I'm waiting for it to refresh.
Was. Not anymore. Now it's me.
He still is.
You
can't
Gary
take that
Woodland
title from-
-10,
Right.
Kisner -9,
Kevin Kisner.
Kopka,
Brooks Koepka.
Kepka.
Bruce
Oh, Bruce Koepka.
Brooks. As in Mel Brooks.
Bruce's
Koepka.
Bruce's brother, Brooke.
No.
Wait, Kapler's in this too?
Who?
Gabe Kapler? You just saying Kapler?
No.
Oh, the Koepka boys. Right? Bruce and Barry. That's one of them, right?
No.
Aren't they in construction or something? Oh, look, they have a D Johnson.
Dustin.
God, more D in here? What the hell is
He's at
going on today?
-7.
Yeah.
And some guy named Schwartzel.
Charles. Not Charles. Charles.
Charles Schwartzel?
Charles Schwartzel. No
What
S.
happened to the
Hold on a
rest of his
second.
name?
Right.
Charles Schwartzer.
Charles Schwartz.
Of the Hoboken Schwartzels. That Chara.
I thought it was the Schenectady Schwartzels.
I don't know. I only know the Hoboken Schwartzels.
Just find Tiger. Did he finish at -3?
Let's see.
That's all I want to know. Oh, you're freaking.
I
I don't know where he's finished.
We got to keep this going. They're asking for 8:32 or a riot's about to happen.
All right. We can stop any time. It's our show, damn it. We
Uh,
are the Julie Buzzer.
Apparently, Tiger is at -3, and he's tied for 23rd place.
That's 7 strokes behind on going into Saturday. Saturday's called moving day, so Tiger's going to be just fine.
Where's he moving to?
Yeah. What's he
Up
moving?
Up the leaderboard.
Schenectady?
Up the leaderboard.
Oh, up to leaderboard?
He's got to go up.
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 Was that a movie? Up.
Great movie.
That was the name of a movie, yes.
That's right.
With all the balloons on the house.
I never saw
right.
it. I don't know.
What?
Well, way to go.
Right. I just suck.
That deserves a boo.
Go ahead.
Oh, apparently they're rioting on Facebook.
That deserves a boo that you didn't see.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, you'll hear it eventually.
It's bound to happen. There it is.
Didn't see up.
This was a fun show,
This was
gentlemen.
a lot of fun. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this immensely.
That was a pretty quick 92 minutes.
Yeah, it
I
was.
guess we're going now.
And we will be back live next week, right? We're working, but we have no show. We have no.
Yes.
We have no show now.
You need to stop doing that. They don't need to know about our outside lives.
Why not?
They just need to know about the aura, the universe that is the
Joy Buzzer. That's all they
the
care
Joy
about.
Buzzer
They
universe.
don't care what we're doing outside this. They don't even care what we're doing in the
They
studio.
don't care that you're meeting Schwartzel for a strudel.
Up in Schenectady.
Up in Schenectady.
With all the D
Remember,
around.
I met Shane Victorino.
Yeah, we got to talk to Jason Worth today. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, whoever called in, thank you.
Jason
The
Worth.
guys,
Jason Worth.
the guys on YouTube and chat rooms and all that, thank you very much.
Hey, you guys made it fun today.
You guys are,
We
you guys are helping
appreciate
us
it.
out. And keep it up forever.
And Magda and Margie at American Dental Association.
Yes, for giving Rob C the
biggest
great
smile.
smile that we got to look
Making
at
me
all
all
day.
streamlined.
And Rob C's orthodontist.
That's
Yeah,
right.
winning the Masters.
He was in, folks, if you would have seen the look on the commish, he was about to kill somebody.
I just asked Cliff like you wouldn't believe.
He leaned into that one.
It was just hovering. I had to let it out.
You're like, Masters! He won the Masters!
It was a long one. It was pretty good. That's about right. All right, Nikki Cola. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I'm here. I try.
Instigator Rob C.
All right, folks.
That's gonna be a long car ride home tonight. I'll tell you that much.
We're stopping at Popeyes, too. So you know what that means.
Thank you for everyone calling
right.
in, listening online, chatting online with us.
Everybody, thank you.
Thank you very much for the Connecticut School of Broadcasting right here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, for letting us use their awesome studios.
Beautiful studios.
CSB.
Shout out to Tom and Chaz.
And
Men
Mickey.
that do everything. Mickey? Mickey
And
Mouse?
Mickey.
Oh.
Mickey.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
I was the commiss. This was a Joy Buzzer. We will see you next week.
And Teehee.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen. I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne. Yes?
No. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I leave and heave a sigh and say goodbye.
The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So